Thank you.
Okay. I want to say good evening to everyone, and I just piggyback off what the president always say. We always give a moment of silence for our armed service people and all the situation we have going on in this world today, and we just pray that their families and everybody affiliated with it, which we are all touched by it as well, and we be just as proud of what they're doing and hope everything gets better in this world. Okay, so have a moment of silence, please. Okay, thank you. Oh, gracious Father, we come to you at this time. We can't do it without you, oh Father. We just ask you for your hand of chain in action, oh Father. We pray that you bless each and every one of us here assembled today. Let my prayers touch each and every one of us that's in this room today. And not only that, let my prayers flow outside these walls and touch our families, dear Father. And now, dear God, we know we have situations going on in this world. We just ask you to be the God and continue to bless each and every one of us, oh Father. Touch our lives as we go from day to day. And oh Father, when we leave from this place, at this meeting today, we just ask you to give us traveling grace back to our final destination, whether it be at home or wherever you decide to go from here. We just ask you to guide us, oh Father, we pray. And now, Lord, just continue to bless each and every one of our families, oh Father. And when it's all said and done, we just ask you to give us a resting place in your kingdom. In the mighty name of your Son of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. Dixon. Face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America.
Thank you, Mr. O'Spady.
Yes, sir.
We call roll, please, Ms. Harris.
Mr. Dexter Armstead,
Present.
Mrs. Kristen Chastain,
Here.
Mr. Michael Cheatham,
Here.
Mr. Kyle Flanagan,
Here.
Mr. Jason McCray,
Present.
Mr. Keith Mills,
Here.
Mr. Richard Olivo,
Here.
Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn,
Here.
President Lewis Kemp.
Here. Will you read the always bureau, please?
Sorry.
The verbal conflict of interest disclosure.
Oh, yes, sir. So I don't have a disclosure, but at this time, we have something that's added to the agenda. You all see verbal conflict of interest disclosure. This is something that was mentioned at the police jury conference that needs to be added to all of the agendas going forward. And it's just that if any juror has any personal, financial, or organizational interest that may influence discussion of decision-making, now is the time for you to let the president know what item on the agenda you may have a conflict, a verbal conflict. Let us.
So that's something that you
Every
need to
every
recuse
meeting,
yourself from?
every meeting now we get added?
Yeah, every meeting.
Okay.
Okay, good. The motion that, approve the agenda with two additions, Bluff Creek Baptist Church and carbon capture discussion. Motion
Motion.
by Mr. Clay, second by Mr. Mills. Any discussion? Audience, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, first thing on the agenda, old business. Adopting the minutes for the March 2nd, 2026 regular meeting. If everybody ready.
Make them.
Move by Dr. Queen.
One of the last things on here doesn't
Yes, sir.
say which juror made the motion and approved.
That's why I stopped there.
On the bottom of the second page, the very last one, for the planning and zoning commission approval for one-year variance for Dana Carpenter, it doesn't say what juror made the motion or second.
This a roll call.
It was roll call.
Yeah, roll call.
Correction.
Usually they put what juror.
Then Street 2 is not on there. Yeah, I see what she's saying, you don't have.
Okay, agenda
Yeah.
with the correction, please, with the correction.
Yeah. You're exactly right.
Okay, where's the roll call vote? Okay. Motion is second to approve the agenda with that
I'll make
correction.
the motion with the correction.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carries. Okay, update on plans for the 1903 Clinton High School, Ms. Catherine Landry. Is she here?
I don't think she is. No?
We'll come back if we have to, okay. Okay, new business, request hardship variance for 4127 Stujack Lane, Florida. Don Ann Brown and Kerry Wainwright.
That's me. So Larry Wainwright, not Kerry Wainwright, is my dad, and then his wife Dawn is here. Essentially, we're wanting to move our 2026 Forest River Sabre. It's a big 44-foot fifth wheel onto the property to essentially live in while we clear the property for a trailer or to build a house eventually. So that's pretty much it. We have all of our septic
How long
licenses.
do you anticipating that being before you all can get your trailer?
So my dad works pipeline, so he's out of town right now. We're supposed to be doing a lot of stuff around Easter whenever he comes in, but as far as anticipation of the mobile home and or building a house within the next 6 months to a year, I would assume. We still have to clear some of the property. We're getting the septic and MODAD put in this week. We have permits for the culvert and getting permits for electric later, hopefully, so.
I make a motion that we give them a year.
Is there anything else on that property?
Yeah, something was on X.
No, ma'am, there is a shed.
There's not a house or
No
no
dwelling is
trailer?
what she's asking.
No, ma'am. So there was a very old trailer that was there that was not livable that I've been tearing down and clearing property to get it off the property. So the property's 100% cleared minus about a 10-foot by 20-foot shed that we built to store four-wheelers and tools while we work on the property.
Any more discussion? We grant you 1 year variance, and if you need more time, you come back and apply for it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
1 year.
Yes, sir.
Any discussion from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, discuss, take action on adjudicated property, Mr. Kevin Sager.
So in July of '25.
State your name, ma'am.
Oh, Lindsay Sagely, sorry. In July of '25, we bought a percentage into 4 properties, and which are now adjudicated to the parish, and we were just trying to figure out what exactly needed to be done in order for us to own them outright.
Give me some information. You said you bought the property from Ms. Kenny Morton.
From Mr. Kenny Martin, yeah,
You
the
bought-
percentage,
He had paid taxes on it, so
correct.
for 5 years, so the property became his property after 5 years. So y'all put the property from him, right?
Correct.
So what we need to know about it?
It's one lot in Southland, which is Highland Lake Shore, and then one lot in Hillcrest Annex subdivision, which is back behind like the old Owens Cleaners. And then it's 2 lots off of Highway 10 at Allen Brown Road, just so you're aware of where they are.
What are you trying to do? What do you want us to do? That's what we want.
The property, y'all own 90%, it's adjudicated to the parish. So we're wanting to know what can be done, or if there's a way to be done for us. Yeah, to own it 100% so we can do whatever we need to with it. Most likely clear it and put a rental property or some type of home or something, mobile home or something.
Refer the same.
Sam? Yeah.
And just turn it over to them.
Because when it's
Yeah.
only been, what'd you say, 2025, y'all have it? Y'all?
We, July 15th of 2025 is whenever we bought it, or bought the percentage from Mr. Martin, yeah.
Okay, I see.
9%
Yes.
is adjudicated to the parish.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys aren't receiving taxes on it, correct?
Right.
So,
So, Ms. Harris, can you talk with
Sam?
Mr. Sam, and see what we need to go from here? And you get back with her?
How does that normally work? I mean, do you guys come up with a purchase price that it's sold for, y'all's percentage, or how does that work?
So what we're doing now, actually, we have a lot of adjudicated property or persons that are interested in purchasing adjudicated properties from the parish. And Mr. Sam and I did speak today, and we've also been working with Mr. Gardner, Jana, and Diana to come up with a process to present to the jury on the adjudicated property. It may include an application fee and some other things to sell the property as you're asking to. We'll also have to check with Civic Source because it's been about 10 years. There has been a power of attorney in place with Civic Source, and what I've heard a lot of the jurors say they would like to do is either get this back on the tax docket or be able to sell
To
the
have
property.
some sort of
Yeah,
income for the tax, yeah.
instead of it but we do have to, like you say, go through the process of the years to make sure no one is able to come back. So we are working on it now. It'll have to be presented to the jury, but we just received the updated list from Mr. Gardner's office today.
So that time frame, you said it's a 5-year time frame?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so does that start when Mr. Martin started paying it and we bought it from him, or does it start over?
No, if he had it for 3 years, it could redeem it. 5 years, it's his property.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
his process.
And what is the timeline for, I guess, an answer from the parish from,
Just as soon as you can get with Sam.
Well, whatever we decide to do, the jury decides to do. If it can't be done within day-to-day operations, the jury would have to approve the form to fill out. But it's moving forward, there will be a form to fill out to purchase, adjudicated property from the parish. So I can, once I speak with him, I can give some updates on information, but right now, it's just was conversations.
okay, so I guess just time
Yeah,
frame
give her your
wise.
contact information, she'll get with you on it.
Okay,
And it won't be, anything,
like months, years, or,
it won't be,
No.
okay, I'm just planning wise, trying to,
let's say a month,
okay,
but
okay,
hopefully we can have information to
Okay.
you sooner, but I will do it.
that'll work, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you can give me, we can talk and if you can give me the information on
The
that.
contact information, okay. Next on the agenda, approve 2026 liquor license for Mamie's Mexican Restaurant in Clinton.
Make that motion.
Motion by Dr. Quinn, second by Mr. Umstead. Any discussion? Question from the audience? Not all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Okay, number 4, approve design exception request for project HO 15535 on Billy Grove Road. What is that? You have a clue what that is?
Mr. Austin?
Billy Grove Road.
For the bridge.
Derek Hills, Public Works Director. For Billy Goat Bridge, it's just the final plans from DOTD that they have intact to replace the bridge with a box culvert. So it just need to be approved so they can move forward.
That's the design of it, right?
Yes, sir.
I make the motion, we approve it.
I second.
Second by Mr. Mills. Any discussion?
No problem.
Question from the audience? Not all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carried.
While Mr. Hill's up there, I'm gonna let him tell about a few more. I think it's we got 2 or 3 more.
Yes, sir. That's in the making is also Midway Bridge, Shady Grove Bridge, and Line Road,
These will be following after they do,
Beach Grove.
Billy Goat.
Billy Goat.
Now, Midway's not the bridge we just fixed.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna take it out?
If that's probably. I mean, it's also, the timber is bad. So when they replace it, it's gonna be all concrete,
They're gonna be the state replacing them,
but it won't be at no cost to the parish.
no cost at all.
Well, we just spent a bunch of money on it.
Yeah, but when the
It was,
state
it was,
comes
it was,
in
it was
and
emergency work for
Repair.
temporary
Yeah,
fix.
it was a temporary fix the
I
last
can
time.
tell you now, the state come in and do it, it won't be
Oh,
done
I
overnight.
understand, I didn't realize
Yeah.
it was coming this quick. Now, do you have an idea when this?
No, sir, no,
idea?
sir.
And we
During
got-
that time, it'll be up to the state, their decision.
And
It's
it's
just a
gonna
waiting
happen
process.
in this order that you, is it gonna be Midway first, Shady Grove, then Line Road?
No,
Or
sir.
you don't know, you
No,
don't
sir.
know
We
what?
don't know until
Okay.
they
All
schedule
right.
a meeting with us.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Okay.
now,
did try to get them to do
Yeah.
Yeah,
a certain one first.
Yeah.
He was pulling, your, mayor was pulling, she was making her calls, Miss Becky. I ain't heard any other mayors to do
and
that.
Line
but
Road's
she-
in that too.
She
Yes, sir.
made some calls to get, hers moved to the top of the list. So
Mm.
it wasn't.
It's really gonna be the state's call,
Right.
yeah.
It's on a state project,
It's
so.
been in the making for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we need to announce that Beach Grove is back open now.
Yeah, I had Ms. Rachel come out Friday, and she notified the proper entities for emergency purposes. She put it on the website, and she also put it on Facebook.
Okay.
The bridge had been finished, but the state hadn't inspected it. That was the holdup.
I'll inform the people in Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Town meeting.
Anything else?
That's all, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hill.
Appreciate it.
Request permission to sell alcohol at Coastal Conservation Association event be held on March 26th at Lake at Oak Hill, 2835 Highway 956. You always grant a one-day liquor permit to sell alcohol.
yeah. Yeah, they do it every year.
You did it. What's my Mr. Chastain, second by Dr. Quinn. Any discussion?
I have a question.
Listen,
Whoever's going to be providing the alcohol, can they give us, the jury, a copy of their liquor license for our records? Because it's
They
not
can
in our
do- they can
packet.
do it anyway.
Yes.
They're probably gonna be buying their own themselves. They're not catering it.
Shouldn't they still have,
Well,
I mean,
if they
it,
was catering it, that person would be getting a license. It says catering,
it says sale.
huh?
Yes,
Just
sir.
sell, and what they usually do, they buy their own alcohol
Yeah,
and
they
they
buy
sell
their
it.
own.
That's what I'm saying, that's request permission to sell alcohol.
The times I've dealt with them, they cater the food and handle alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, we give them a one-day
Yeah, it's
liquor
like
permit,
a
non-profit.
federation, but with fishing.
Well, we give them a one-day liquor permit.
They still have to have
Yeah, they still
Yeah,
gotta have a
the license,
license,
yeah,
yeah.
for one
They
day.
can't do it without a license.
whether they buy it or not, whatever it is.
So do we need to
No,
put this
they
up?
getting that, they getting the permission from us, is what they done.
And
No,
then-
I'm saying,
and-
To do one day.
Mr. Kyle brought up about the liquor license. So we
Well,
need
no,
to
they
know-
have to submit that to be able to do it.
Exactly.
it's just not in your packet. That's why I
Yeah.
want to have it on file for our purposes.
Thank you, Mr. Mills. Yes, Mr. Jason.
So we got a motion, second, all in favor? And opposed? Motion carried. Okay.
What district was this in? Where was this? Where is this?
Highway 956.
956, that's, you know where, that rehab place is? Yeah.
Okay. What's your district, Chris? What number that is? 4? One B? Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Discuss take action on surplus adjudicated property at 12817 Cypress Street. We've been discussing that for a while, Ms. Harris. What we come up with on that?
So I have been speaking with, Mr. DeQuilla
Bless
about
you.
this,
Bless
and I spoke with Jana today. I did mention to you all about, some information that we received that we'd like to pass on to the jury. When doing this, right now, I'm waiting for Miss Jana to let me know the amount that is owed on taxes. And we also have, something from a realtor saying that the property is worth. So I have, do you have anything, Mr. Wood?
And basically, we're working on this. Civic Source was doing your adjudicated property sales there for a while. Undoubtedly, they're not gonna come in and take this. So the jury's gonna be able to take it up and do it. We have two ways to do it. Basically, we go on the adjudicated property amount that's due, meaning if it's a property that taxes haven't been paid on, it's like $300 a year. If the jury gets it because nobody else purchases it, then it's $300 a year for 10 years or whatever the adjudicated amount is. And that's the price that it can be sold at, or it can be sold at the appraised value. The appraised value is a lot more, I would kind of recommend just getting what you can out of it, getting it back on the tax rolls and go from there. Because once it goes up for auction, either way, you still have people that can come in and bid on it. It has to be advertised 2 times, I think within 30 days and within 7 days. And we're just about to finalize that process.
'Cause we have so much adjudicated property, and most of it is worthless. Most of them are abandoned mobile homes and stuff, and we just stuck with those right now. So no action taken at this present time, okay? Okay, Bluff Creek Baptist Church. State your name, please.
I'm Kelly Moody. We are wanting to have a 5K run walk on April 25th. It's a Saturday morning from 9 to 11, and we didn't know if there was anything I needed to do to get permission, or it's going to be going down Allen Lane, like right by the church.
Never before we had,
No,
no.
April 25th.
Do you have to get in touch with the sheriff's department to block off the road?
Not really.
You've done all of that, okay.
And the fire department will find better for them too, in case somebody makes it halfway.
like I would.
I got forms here if anybody wants to join.
But, it's just, so what's said to the jury? We never done that before.
Yeah.
I'd make that motion that we allow them to utilize the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah, I second.
Any more discussion? Questions from the audience? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Carbon capture discussion. Caroline Harrell.
Good evening. My name is Caroline Harrell. I'd like to speak to you momentarily about the CO2 lines that are coming here, are proposed to come here to the parish. I've looked into this project for a couple of years before anything was said in the legislature. I see that the legislature has adopted some new laws, and I'm not going to go into that. You're probably very aware of what they have adopted and have not. CO2 lines and CSS lines are very dangerous. Not only if they break, we're having earthquakes, these CO2 lines can kill a lot of people. They smother to death, choke to death, whatever. There was a big little, fairly large community in South Mississippi where the lines broke. This black community was devastated, where lots of people died in that community from the broken lines. Also in Alabama, there was a line break, and just recently we had a line break in just south of Lafayette in a community there where 18 people were harmed and hurt because the lines broke. Some things that concern me going forward here is that these lines, I see that the legislature is wanting to put an amendment in to take our eminent domain for our property away. This is something that's in our Constitution that was written in 1978 by Woody Jenkins himself. Eminent domain gives the citizens the right to sell or not sell a piece of property unless it's in the community good, and so far they have not decided that the community good is in the best interest to have these lines put in. There's a lot of things here that I could talk about, but with limited time to discuss this, with when we have the election, there will be some things on the for us to vote on that will be to change our Constitution where these lines can be brought in against our will. At this point in time, we have one option, and that's to go to court. We can say we can ask for a jury trial if we want to sell. It's the only thing in the Constitution to protect us. I see that on Governor Landry's post just last week that he's saying that he wants to put a new piece in the legislation to be passed to change the Constitution where he can take out a judge or a district attorney at will. I'm very concerned if this was a legitimate operation, they would not have to make laws to take our property away from us. They would not have to change the Constitution, and they would not try to be pulling elected officials that we have elected in this parish that are looking out for the best interest of the public citizens. So it's very concerning to me. There's a lot of damage that has been done, and there's a lot of potential damage. Now with the earthquakes, and I understand this afternoon, recently we had another quiver. So I would like for you to gather as much information as possible with this limited time, or I can come back with the information I have. If the lines break, there's chemicals in the CSS lines that cause an acid produced into the ground that interacts with the chemicals. It kills the fish, it kills the trees. The very thing that CO2 does is trees take up our human carbon, and the trees take it up and put off oxygen for us. And the very thing that we need are the trees to continue and their plant life to continue to take up CO2. It would damage it. There's a lot to this. There's a lot to look at, and I would appreciate it if you all take the time to do it. I'll be glad to come back if you would like for me to. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank you for coming, ma'am.
We discussed this matter before, and we tabled it until we get more information on it.
Excuse me?
We discussed it before, and we had a proposition that opposes it right now, but we tabled it until we get more information about this. The state.
There's a lot of information to get, yes, sir. There's no way that I can bring the horrors to you that's already happened in these few minutes. I'm concerned about the safety and well-being of every person here in this parish. The other parishes in the state are fighting this, and I'm very concerned always when there's a constitutional amendment that's put on the ballot, and we're all voting May the 16th, I believe it is. So there's going to be some constitutional amendments on the ballot. I don't want to lose Sammy as my DA here. I don't want somebody to just say, bye, Sammy, you can't stay up there in East Feliciana Parish and help those people and keep things straight.
Because you disagree with.
Miss Jones, you're gone. So, anyway, I'm being melodramatic, but thank you for listening. And if I can be of any further help or come back and bring information to you, please get in contact with me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, somebody want to make no decision on that?
Mr. President, I don't, myself personally, we had it before us, that we could vote on a resolution, and if we're not for it, it's not gonna hurt us. That we, like he's trying to change the Constitution, so he can run around us, but at least we can let them know we're not for this. I'm not for it, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not for it.
Excuse me, I'd like to commend Roy Darrell Adams voted no in the state legislature for this. He also voted no and sent the letter at the last meeting they had. The letter went to Washington, D.C., along with some other representatives that voted no for that. I also have sent a letter to President Trump on this matter, asking him why he's not backing it. I know his plate is real full right now with everything that's going on in the world. Maybe he just hasn't seen it. I don't know. But
Well, you better turn your TV on, cause they got a commercial on,
I'm sorry, sir.
Turn your TV on and watch the commercial, cause they got a commercial, he's in favor of it.
They got, yeah.
It's a commercial along with it. He's
Well,
he's
the
in
thing
favor
is,
of 100%.
let me say this, there are people that's in favor of this, but one of the main points, thank you for helping me to remember, at 82, y'all, it's hard to remember everything you need to remember every day. But there is a safe, and I guess this is the biggest concern that I have. In the beginning, 2 years ago, whenever I sent letters to every legislator, I sent letters to Governor Landry when he was first elected. You can make cement blocks. Japan has invented a system where the CO2, and actually it's more cost effective for the plants that the CO2 come out. They have this equipment and they make the blocks, they can sell the blocks, and it's safer. And that's my biggest concern, that the people, there's a safe way to address this, and I have advised and advised and advised everybody to give them the information so they would know there was a safe way to deal with this CO2 problem. So that makes me, when I look at changing legislature, changing this, changing that, and then there's a safe way, I have real concerns that our best interest is not being looked at.
I totally agree with you, really do. Yes, ma'am. So, we take an advisement to get more information, please. We'll make a decision at the next meeting, Ms. Addabbo. Okay, we'll call for a vote on the resolution.
Okay.
Okay. See the motion, take an advisement.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
We shall make a decision at the next meeting. It's a big decision we have to make, all right? We're gonna move on. Committee and staff report. Executive Committee, Tourist Commission appointment. I don't know if our Tourist Commission is dormant or what. We don't have any members, so I think we advertise for members for the commission. We're collecting funds, but where's the funds going? We don't have a clue. The last member I remember, Mr. Paul Davidson, he resigned from, you don't know anyone else on the commission. Please.
And I've talked to some of the Tourist Commission members. The reason it came up, Mr. Lovall, is the tax collector.
Right.
He's collecting the sales tax for the parish. And he had a question about the occupancy tax.
Right.
All the bed and breakfasts, the hotels.
Hotel.
They're supposed to be paying 2% for that type of tax. There's only one person that's paying it, according to Ms. Davidson, and that's Wildflower Inn. You have several other B&Bs, you have several other inns in the parish, and they need to be collecting tax for that. They have about $25,000 in their account. They've been dormant for a couple of years. It may be good just to notify the members that were last on there and ask them if they want to be reappointed. But it would be good to go ahead and start the appointment process for some new members.
I totally agree. Intend to motion to advertise, and we always ask the ones that.
I'll make a
do the work
motion.
remain. Any more discussion? We always want to serve on the commission, but we take the application for the Tourist Commission. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. That's all I have. Personnel Committee, Dr. Chris O'Quinn.
We have not had a meeting. We do need to have one soon, and I need to probably, after this meeting, talk to our Personnel Committee members so we can set up a meeting, maybe for this week sometime.
Finance Committee, Mr. Kyle Flanagan.
Just have a motion to approve monthly invoices.
Second,
Motion.
Mr. Oliver. Any discussion? Question from the audience. All in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Motion carried. Public Work and Equipment, Mr. Jason McCray.
We covered everything I had about the bridges, Mr. President. Thank you. I don't have anything else.
Building and Private, Mr. Dick Armstead.
Mr. President, I don't have anything, but I did talk with Ms. Yamisha. We're gonna try to, we're gonna have a meeting, hopefully before our next general meeting here for buildings and properties, but I don't have anything to discuss at this time.
Thank you, sir. Administrative matters, and Treasury Report, Ms. Harris.
The only thing I have is there was an item on the last agenda for, to purchase a dump truck. So on the next agenda, if you would all go ahead and approve the advertisements, we'll go ahead and start the advertisement to purchase a dump truck. I did mention at the last meeting about Acadian Ambulance and their memorandum of understanding. So I do have a draft that was sent over to me, and I did pass it on to Mr. DeQuilla to take a look at. And it's going to be at the discretion of the jury if you want to go ahead and approve the memorandum of understanding with Acadian Ambulance. And once a decision is made, I have invited them to come to a meeting to speak with the jury on the services that are provided here in the parish. I already gave you an update about the adjudicated property, and so did Mr. DeQuilla, and what we're working on to get either these adjudicated properties sold or back on the tax docket. Update that your tier 3 is coming close to that time for the jurors to submit your tier 3 forms. I think that may be it. Miss Lauren is going to come with financials after Mr. Frosty gives any updates from DPW.
Let's say it occasion to our next agenda, so they can make a presentation.
I'm sorry.
Let's say it occasion to our next agenda,
Okay.
so they can make a presentation.
Yeah.
Derek Hills, Public Works Director. I don't have many, but I did receive an email from DOTD. As of right now, East Feliciana is in full compliance for our off-system bridge system. But other than that, everything else is going pretty good. I mean, day-to-day operations is going pretty good. But we also are, we did a agreement with the contractors on Highway 63, and they are giving us that free riprap that we're hauling, and we staging it at the Farm Center. Yeah, but that was for the bridge. We're good.
And you all did receive the email
Okay.
about the motor grader operators and the excavators.
Yeah, we did.
So we do.
Yeah.
With some pretty severe weather, a lot of damage was done.
Was it bad
It's
over,
bad.
over this way?
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. We had more trees down today than we did lately.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But we had a lot of washouts and.
Yes, sir, but we had a lot of washout roads. We had a lot of debris in the roads we needed to remove. A lot of repairs we had to do.
Any
Some are
questions, Mr. Hill?
temporary, some are
Questions?
permanent.
Thank you, Mr. Hill.
Appreciate you.
Anything else to say?
That's it, Mr. Williams isn't here, he's gone to a bowl conference, but, he didn't have anything for this meeting.
Okay, Homeland Security, Mr. Darrell Bueller.
Ms. Lauren.
Ms. Love, I'm sorry.
Good evening, Lauren Sherman with Falk and Winkler.
Good evening.
You have your financials in front of you. And there's a few pages here. Each page is its own major fund, and they all look similar. I'll go over the columns with you, and then I'll just touch on a couple of highlighted categories here. Your first column is going to be your year-to-date. This is through February, so we're only 2 months into the year. Your second column is your full 2026 budget. Your third column is remaining 2026 budget, so if you would just subtract your budget from your actuals as of February. And then I added in our little percentage column here. At 2 months in, we're rounding up about 17% through the year. So I like to see that percent. You can kind of see really when it comes down to your expenses, if you're on track or not. With our revenue, you're going to notice that the very first one, property tax revenue, is really high. What this is we are over budget. We did collect the majority of your property tax you collect at the beginning of the year, and we are over budget for our general fund and health unit, which is where your property taxes go. But it looks like it's really inflated right now, and that's because we have $982,000 of that is for the library, and you are just a pass-through. And so that's just a timing thing. I just want y'all to know that that will look more in line with budget. That will go down as soon as the library check and all that is cut. So that's just a timing thing, since all of that revenue came in right here in the January and February. If we took that $982,000 out of your bottom line, so I'm just simply subtracting it out of that $2 million number at the bottom, column 1, you're still sitting a little over $1 million in the black, so in the positive for your general fund. Really good numbers. Like I said, it is the start of the year. That property tax revenue needs to carry you through the whole year. You just receive it at the beginning of the year. Something else to note, I'm going to look down here on the general fund under expenses. If you see there's a 95% for insurance, this is totally fine. You pay your insurance, you pay them in full mostly normally here. So that is nothing to worry about there. Utilities is running a little bit high. This is a lot of this is the jail and the prison, and they bill for some of that, and you get a portion of that back. So that again is just timing whenever they send the bill in to collect some of those expenses. It'll go against that. So nothing to be worried about there either with utilities. And then one more thing you'll see down under miscellaneous. It looks way over budget. This is the LGAP grant for the Water District 7. That is just a pass-through. It's $90,000. You received the money, and that's sitting up in the revenue under grants and contributions. So that's really looking really high too. That's where that $90,000 is sitting, and that was just a pass-through. So no need to worry there with being over budget for that miscellaneous. And you are still looking good, like I said. Our net change in net assets, it says $2.095 million. I'm going to take it down and say it's 1.1 because we're going to take into consideration that property tax for the library. That is not reflected on this yet. It will be reflected in March. Solid waste. Is that your next one, Misha, in your packet? Okay, thank you. Solid waste, again, solid waste looks really good for the first part of the year. Our revenue is tracking a little bit higher, and our expenses are a little bit under that 17% target. There's nothing else really to say about that. I did look into our repairs and maintenance. It is a little bit higher than our 17% target. That's just fuel and equipment. Nothing to worry about at this time. Road and Bridge is next. Again, Road and Bridge, the same, looking really good. Your total revenue, your target is higher than our 17%. It's at 30%, and our total expenses are under at 14%. So we are running, ahead, right on track for the first 2 months of the year for Road and Bridge.
Before you go, I have one
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
I was looking at when you say other revenue is tracking at like 64%. So what does that entail?
For Road and Bridge?
Yes, ma'am.
55% for, 60.
64, yes.
64 is transfers in.
Okay.
So we have to budget this in order to meet, our budget guidelines that the state puts in place. But your transfers in and your transfers out, you're going to see that in budgeted for all funds, because you transfer in money from general fund, you transfer out money. Also for Road and Bridge, we're going to have the transfer in from the health unit because that tax for that
surplus,
tax.
so, yeah.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Correct. Yes. So that's actually, that transfers in for Road and Bridge, that 720,000, that is the health unit. Yeah. So. And our next one we have is the health unit. So again, health unit is, we have our property tax here. So our property taxes are trending higher than what we have budgeted for health unit, which is great. And, you know, we just budget based off of the prior year. And as we have noticed and seen, your property taxes in the parish are going up every year, collections, which is great. Yeah. And sales tax too. So, I mean, that if you look, your sales tax has been running high, and we talked about how last year it was the highest sales tax that the parish had. Yeah. And then I included our corner fund. So the corner fund, nothing really much to speak on here. This fund, you're going to see that has a little bit of a deficit, but that's just another thing. That's just timing. The general fund supports the corner fund. So that the deficit will be washed out with the general fund. We'll transfer money into it. All right. Thank you.
Any questions?
Any questions?
Thank you.
No?
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Homeland Security, Ms. Darrell Buell.
2 minutes there.
You said 15 minutes?
2.
Oh, I didn't do any last week, so I'm making up for it.
Make up for it.
All right, hey, just if you've been paying attention to National Weather Service, we are going to be above average on hurricanes this year because El Nino, La Nina is flip-flopping. They said it's supposed to hit us, fortunately, around August, September time frame when it's supposed to be the worst, which is our key hurricane season. So we're going to be having a meeting in May and get together with people, DPW and some other ones, and come up with a plan in case we do get hit on what all we gonna need to do. Because we have them all kind of broken down in the parish, what teams go where, what trucks, and it makes it a lot easier when we're doing our reimbursements from the state.
And I see the state wanna go 50-50 now.
State's wanting to go 50-50, FEMA's doing 50-50. Hey, so it gets bad, hey, it's nothing to spend a few $1 million real quick. So, all right, hey, just show you, last week we had 3 major storms hit us. I mean, the first one hit, we had 2 houses damaged. Hey, with the roofs and all tore up, 1 tree fell on one. We brought tarps out from Homeland Security, the fire department and all got over there and roofed it, put the tarps on it to try and keep the rain out of it. The second storm that come through, we had 2 more houses get damaged. 2 of them here was on Plank Road. Then the second storm was up. One was here in Clinton on Grant Street, and the other one was on Highway 63, about halfway between 960 and 37.
Darrell, tell these people, I was driving down Plank Road on one day last week, tree just fell. I mean,
Yeah.
a calm day. I mean, with the wind blowing,
Yep.
real danger with these trees, a lot of stress from the drought. So
Yep.
please be careful.
And Frosty knows we have had a lot of trees down. Fortunately, the state caught the worst end of some of it, where the trees are. But every time we get this wind like today, the trees are coming down. Now, I don't know if you knew about it or not, but we had a tree fall on Highway 10 on the state road out there, right past Fire Tower Lane, 18-wheeler. It was hit by a car. Hey, it fell on the little one vehicle. It fell on the Mustang and caved it in by the window. Fortunately, it didn't go all the way through and hit the people and do serious damage on them. Then a car hit it with some older folks in it. Then an 18-wheeler, before he could stop, he actually hit it and jumped it. Well, when he did, he ripped all his air lines out underneath it, and Kyle knows, no air lines, you don't move.
I saw the stumps on the side of the road.
Yeah.
When I rode that way.
At 3:15 the next morning, we were out there, and he had just finished getting all the airlines fixed on it. So they were there all night working on it, trying to get it all done. But yeah, that was 3 of them, and it happened quick.
I just want our citizens to be very vigilant because
Yeah.
we're living in some dangerous times now. Really.
Oh, yeah, and y'all remember from the drought, we got so many dead
The
trees
trees.
that they're coming down.
And the ground gets saturated.
Oh, Sam,
Winds
hey,
come,
we
trees
had a lot
fall.
of good pines, there wasn't no rotten ones. They uprooted because it's
Right,
saturated so
right.
bad. We got the District 7 water line repaired. It busted inside a creek, so when the water was up, you couldn't tell where it was leaking at. And I know I tried keeping Lewis and Kyle and them all updated on it. Hey, they rode every line around looking for it, couldn't find it, and finally they come down where it was an open area. They looked, then they got out and started walking every bridge, everywhere. It was off on a right of way or something, trying to find it, and finally got the water down low enough where you could see it start bubbling through the ground. Then it was a lightning strike that hit it.
It closed the valve.
Yeah,
It's closed,
then it shot a water hammer, and that's where the water pressure
caused other leaks?
hit. It hit a valve in front of Magnolia Fire Station. When it did, it blew the gate off. The gate is what opens and closes. It blew it off and went into the closed position. So where we thought we had one problem, we had 2 problems.
So it was a manual valve, but by
Yeah.
busting it
Yeah,
just,
it just threw the gate off, it dropped into the closed, we're down there looking for water. Hey, all of a sudden we're like, no, something's wrong. We dug down, run a temporary tap on one side, tapped the other end, you had pressure blowing 30 feet out of this one and nothing coming out of the other one. So once we dug, we had to go back and block way off and block more people out.
yeah.
Got that valve changed and was able to open it up. Hey, we had to go back and dug where the lightning hit. We had to dig it up and cap it off, so the water's having to route through River Road, but they have water at least now. And one of the bad parts was we got them water back, and the people were happy, and about 10 minutes later, they lost electricity. So they're like, we got water, now we don't have electricity. But, yeah, everything's back right now. I know Demco and them had some serious lines to have to fix, because some of them that cut through woods, it was more trees that fell on it. You know it's wet, it had to come in with track machines right there on Beneke and get out there with the track machines to be able to get over there and put poles up and lines back
I
up.
don't have power right now myself. So.
Yeah, and it's gonna be, we already had one fire today out there by Kent Road, hey, where a tree fell on the line. So it's gonna be, as long as we got this wind, hey, watch it going down the road, especially at night. You won't see the tree sitting there. All right, roads.
I want to compliment you.
Yeah.
You've done a good job.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
what you're doing.
Thank you for all the time you put in.
Yeah. Roads were flooded. Hey, we usually get up and meet, me and Sean, we meet at 3 o'clock, start riding the roads. At 4 o'clock, we call Dr. Roddy with the school board to let him know, hey, these roads here are flooded. We wasn't able to get to 3 Notch because we hit the slaughter area more, that was hit more. One of the buses got stuck on 3 Notch. We went by there to check, was there any kids on the bus, and she hadn't got to them yet. She said, I'm good, they're gonna come get me later. So we went on, started checking all the other roads for flooded. That way we have a plan in place. If the roads are flooded, those kids are excused from school. Because we can't afford to get out there and have a bus go off in some of these ditches and roll over. But other than that, it's been a pretty good last week. That's all I got. Any questions?
But Darryl, I'll be honest with you, let the whole world in chaos, the weather in chaos. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everything.
And
So
this is our-
we need to pray.
This is our pre-hurricane training.
We don't control that, but I know who do control it.
Yeah.
We need to pray.
I want to say thank you to the Homeland Security, Fire Department, the Water District personnel,
Yep.
and then the jury for helping with everything, because
Yeah.
it's been a mess in our district for the
Yep.
last week. So thank you so
Yeah.
very much.
And we passed water out too for District 7, the people out there. We had them coming by Magnolia Fire Station, and Julie, Janelle, Sean, and myself was there helping distribute water. Sheriff's Office brought in water from the United Cajun Navy to us. So we were able to get water to help pass out. The people come by and got it. None of them were complaining once they got some water to drink. And we open the fire station up, if you need to get water to flush your commodes
Yeah.
and stuff, bring an ice chest or some containers, fill it up at the fire station, and you can go home with it.
I just want the general public to utilize these services.
Yeah,
We're here for the public, we're here to
Yeah.
serve the people of this parish.
all right.
So if you got a need, please call.
Thank you, Mr. Beal.
I just wanted to give the jurors an update. I don't want you to think that, there was some information that you all asked for at the last meeting. I have spoken with a few of the jurors about the information. There was the duties, the extra duties for myself, Jeff and Mr. Frosty, and also the additional duties for, everyone with the stipend. And you all did request the overtime too. I did, Mr. Kyle did come in last week to sign, off on some invoices. And I did show him some numbers, and I did ask if I could compare it to, 2025.
25 and
And possibly 2024, so you can just see the difference in the overtime. It's even really a big difference. I thought the DPW wouldn't be a big difference in that, and, also with the duties. We did get as far as, because Ms. Chrissy came in, and also Mr. Lewis with some of the job descriptions. We were able to pretty much easily look at the parish manager's job description and kind of tell how that goes with the day-to-day. But I wanted to get the information from Ms. Kristen and maybe the, personnel committee first, if you
That's
all
one of the things we're gonna discuss
would
with
be,
personnel.
because there's actually been a lot of changes in the duties as time go about, and when you have someone leaves, and so we just haven't forgot about that. Like I said, and Mr. Mills, I did speak with Mr. Mills, about it, so I'm not ignoring, anyone's request. Just wanted to give you a update on it. We also had the employees to try on Thursday and Friday to make a list of their daily duties for that day, but it didn't pan out well because, trying to write those things down and work as well. So we'll have something for you by the, personnel committee meeting for the personnel committee, at least for the personnel committee. And I'll work to get those numbers as well from the past. We may have to go back, I'm sure, in the system before the, new system that we're using.
And like I said before, only the supervisor and Ms. Harris can authorize overtime. You just don't say you want overtime and get it, no, you have to be authorized to the supervisor and Ms. Harris.
And we have been meeting every Thursday. We'll
Every
meet
Thursday morning.
on this Thursday. We didn't meet last Thursday, but, we've been meeting on every Thursday with supervisors and inviting a juror.
juror
We'll
to
get, a chance to meet with all of you, a juror to come in and speak with the department heads about any issues that you have and any questions that you have,
And I
so.
recommend each juror come and meet on one of those Thursdays.
Just wanted to-
Financial disclosure forms, and I noticed it was in my,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
and May 15th, I think, is it May 15th
It's May
deadline?
15th, May 15th. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, public comment, anything from the public? Please, come to the mic and state your name, please, ma'am.
My name is Donnell Quibido. As everybody knows, our roads are horrible.
They are.
I'm sure everybody can
Oh,
agree.
yes, ma'am.
However, I have been seeing, work has been being done. I live on Old Liberty Road North. It's one of the worst gravel roads around.
I drive a bus through that, yeah.
We have washouts. I know that culverts have been being put in. Myself, as well as several other residents on the road, feel as the culverts, one in particular was put in the completely wrong spot. Or I don't know if y'all are planning to add another culvert like right next to it, or how that is supposed to go, but it's a big old pond of water right in front of the culvert. The water never gets to it. We also, I seen online that the state projects the Highway 63 to be done in early next year with the bridges. We have nonstop traffic down our road, and I'm talking not just regular cars, huge box truck 18-wheelers. Rarely anybody that comes down there regularly knows, like, they all try to haul butt down the road until they find the holes. And I've seen a huge 18-wheeler literally almost run into the woods right in front of my house. The traffic is bad. Everybody knows it is because the roads are shut off. But the roads are not being maintained. Even before the weather last week, even before any time, the last several years. I've lived here going on 8 years in Clinton. I've born and raised East Feliciana Parish. It's never maintained. I have called. Most of the time whenever I call, I just get a dead phone. I leave voicemails. Nobody never calls me back. When I do speak to somebody, it's always, we don't have somebody to run the motor graders. The motor graders are broke down, or it's on the other side of town. We have seen the motor graders down our road multiple times. They just drive down the road. I don't know where they're going, but we see them come down the road. But they're not grading, or if they do, they're grading certain spots. Like I believe like the last time our road was graded, it was literally up until our home. And the rest of the road that is probably the worst part of the road was never touched. There's been multiple times where we've passed by motor grader. The person that was driving the motor grader is just sitting on their phone. I don't know what they're doing, but they would just be pulled over on the side, sitting on the phone. I've seen that multiple times, not just once, not twice. This has been like multiple times. Whenever I first moved to East Feliciana, there was a gentleman that graded our road. I don't know him. He did an amazing job. He could grade the road, crown it correctly, and it would last months. Now, when we see the motor grader, it's like the next week. It's horrible. Yes, sir.
Get in contact with me if you can. I'll get with you after the meeting.
And I do believe I spoke to you before. Are you the person that is over the workforce?
I'm the chairman of the committee.
Okay, because I did, and I will speak to you afterwards. I did take it higher, I believe, last year, because I was just getting so fed up. Like, I haul livestock, and my trailer just, you can't run a stock trailer up and down that road weekly and it not fall apart. Even, it don't matter, you don't even have to do the speed limit. Like, hitting bumps with weight in a trailer is gonna tear it up. And I have tried. I've brought it up to further people that I thought was ahead, or more up people, I should say. The road did immediately get graded. I'm sure y'all have seen my posts on Facebook. I make posts. It seems.
I don't do Facebook.
Well, I have seen jurors comment on posts. They have commented on my post. They have commented on Ed Gilkins' post. I know jurors are aware of it, is what I'm saying. But it seems as soon as a fuss is made about something, then something gets done. That's why I'm here today. We don't expect our road to be graded every month, but at least every other month, at least to keep it travelable. I have friends with cars that currently can't even come to my house.
Got your question? I travel on buses sometimes. You have your mud riders out there. I mean, they just tear the roads up also.
Say that again?
Mud riders, boys in trucks and stuff.
They do.
I mean, they tear them
My
up.
husband actually run after somebody in our truck about 2 weeks ago. Two youngins mud riding. Right, they have made a mud hole in front of my home. We never had a flooding issue.
No, they tear the road
But they
up.
definitely, and they go straight through. And he chased them down. He did. And he told him he better not see him again. Calling the sheriff's office, it don't work with running the four-wheeler. We've tried it. They've had trucks come down there, the four-wheelers, you name it. It's been down there, and they are definitely tearing up the road.
Tearing it up.
They're probably, if we didn't have that issue, we probably wouldn't have the road issue where it's all ate out, being washed out and all that. But yeah, that's definitely an issue as well. But other than that, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, thank you for your concern.
I hope to see the roads being a little bit more maintained. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Donnell Quibido.
Thank you.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
I know that Facebook is a great tool to let your inside feelings out and to say whatever you need to say, but I promise you, if you call some of the jurors, you will get more done than slamming the jurors on Facebook.
Oh, no, I haven't, no. If you look at any of my posts, I have not said anything about anybody particular, but I have said it's ridiculous that our roads are like the pothole patching truck on Gilead Road. You would have to spend 4 months on that road with that pothole patching machine to even make a dent into.
I rode down it today.
It's horrible. However, And I do know you're one of them that has commented on posts. I have seen you. Not on my post, but Mr. Ed Gilkins, everybody knows Mr. Ed. He's very outspoken about all of these, matters.
And I try not to respond to anything.
Yeah, and I understand, but tensions rise with stuff like this is our home, this is where everybody lives, a lot of people grew up here.
But I promise you, you'll get further on rather talking to jurors than putting stuff out on Facebook.
Well, that's why I'm
Or
here.
the office. The office.
Well, you say the office, I've called the office,
You call it probably.
you Google police jury,
Ma'am.
if you Google the police jury office and you call that number, and then they'll send, whenever you call that number, the lady that answers, she'll be like, oh, well, you need to talk to the person in this, department, they will give you that number. You call, most of the time, I get a voicemail. A lot of times they'll say the voicemail's so full, you can't leave a voicemail. I've talked to several people on that side, not recently, this is last year, but I most definitely have called. Several people I know have called. I don't have any of your personal cell phone numbers or office numbers, to be able to call.
I just gave you one, just get in contact.
Yeah, I will.
I'll do what I can to help you.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, there is a motor grader operator who is grading Lemon B Road. I don't know where he came from, but he's a gift from above.
Well, we need to get him out here.
That I've seen.
And I will say, like, originally, we did have a person that was grading the roads, that did an amazing job. Like, you can tell the difference in somebody that really knows how to grade versus somebody that's just going over it to get the job done, you know? Because the next day, those same holes, they're just filled in with loose gravel, and then they're about back empty again.
But thank you for your concerns, okay? Thank you very much.
Mr.
Yes,
President.
thank you.
Yes, sir, please.
If I may say this.
Please do.
Now, we may be doing it here, I don't know. But each of you, most of you's probably heard of Mr. Guy Cormier at the Police Jury Association. It's him or some, it's had a log. When everybody called, you give your name and your number, and it went into the computer. And 2 years, you look back, well, you only called one time in 2 years. You know, if we're not doing that, that's what we need to do.
I agree, 100%. So that way you can track and you can say that you didn't call it yesterday.
Any more public comment?
I'm also coming to complain about the roads.
Oh, state your name, please.
Kayla Welch. I wrote what I was gonna say down so I don't mess up or get mad. So Gilead Road from Highway 10 by Slayton's on down is terrible. There's chunks of asphalt all over the place. It's a major problem. Patching the holes isn't doing any good, and it's a Band-Aid. With all the road closures, the traffic volume has caused Gilead to be way worse and caused damage to our vehicles. Upper CC Road is always messed up. My husband has to grade it with his personal tractor. Across from our house is a drop-off about 4 foot deep, and I personally called Kyle Flanagan last year and sent him pictures. He told me he would take care of it. Someone put a caution sign out. Tons of people have run off of the road in that 4 foot drop-off, and my husband had to pull them out. As my friend just stated about Old Liberty, I won't go on about that because this gentleman right here handled that. Thank you, sir. The Winchester was overlaid. I don't know why Winchester got overlaid before Gilead, but I feel like Gilead should be overlaid. I understand it's expensive. I got a brand new car 2 days after I got it. I hit a big piece of asphalt on Gilead. And I got in touch with Ashley, my husband, got in touch with Kyle, and he told him that he would send someone out the next day on March 4th to fix the potholes. And 2 days later, they had someone come out and spray the pea gravel, and it's already coming back out. There's chunks of asphalt all over Gilead again. We want our roads to be a priority and not put on the back burner. That's what I wrote. And I did reach out to a juror multiple times.
will say this too, with reaching out, and I do know Mr. Kyle is one of the jurors that actually call a lot, all day, actually. And I will say too with these jurors that, one of their jobs here is to represent you all.
right.
They make, a lot of the laws, but after, with some things, like they don't have any authority above that. So Mr. Kyle may call and he may say that this needs to be taken care of, and he may ask the DPW to do it in his district. Maybe right then, if it's an emergency, we try to get to it right then. But there may be something in Mrs. Kristen's district that, our DPW director may see that it needs to be taken care of before that. I know myself personally have been out on, Gilead and Old Liberty with, Mr. Frosty and walk that road, so I know.
It's bad.
Yeah, I know that.
And I'm not bitching, like, y'all come fix it right now, like, I'm not like that. I just don't want, like, all of our vehicles are tore up. Like she said, her horse trailer she hauls with is tore up. Everything is tore up. And with the road shut down, I'm talking about, you can't go down Gilead without passing 1,000 people. Used to, it wasn't like that. I mean, I live on a little gravel road.
So we are working on it, and I know that doesn't help you wanna see.
I just don't want my new car tore up though.
And,
I'm about to start picking the asphalt up out the road.
and that's one of the roads, we have our new engineers here, that's one of the
Well, I
roads
hope
that
they
we
do
talked with
prioritize
them
it.
about, that we're trying to prioritize.
Prioritize.
Well, please y'all prioritize it.
I just wanted to let you know that, and
Thank you.
at Mr. Kyle's defense. I
And
usually-
ma'am,
But at his defense, we are actually.
let me go the short version of what she's trying to say, what she is saying. We are elected to represent our districts, and we are elected to represent the whole parish
parish.
first, and then our
Our
district.
district.
And we can ask, she's at the top of the food chain, we cannot tell. That's the way the law is. Now, we cannot jump up and down and say, you go fix this right now. It don't work that way. So, in his defense, that's exactly how it works. We can ask, we can't tell.
Some things are prioritized. I mean, if it's something that needs immediate attention, I can call DPW and have them to come out, but that judgment is gonna be made by Mr. Hill. He is the DPW director. But if it's some kind of extenuating circumstance, I promise you that he'll get
He'll
out
be
there and
there.
take care of it.
Are y'all
But
talking
other
about
than
who's
that, we
Mr.
have
Hill?
9
Right
jurors
behind
on
you.
this
I
board.
was just talking
yeah.
to you. Why you didn't tell me?
So what, brother?
I need you to come on home with me and come fix the road. Just saying.
All right,
We weren't talking about it.
yeah, we do.
Huh? No, I was talking to him, I was like, who Grace? And he was like, Tommy. I was like, Mr. Tommy, I know Tommy. Like, I know who Tommy is personally.
Okay,
Anyway,
but
we're gonna try to.
we're
get
gonna
out
try
there
to
and
address
take
your
care of it.
concern.
Thank y'all.
Mr. Frosty, can I ask one thing? The hole that she's talking about on
Yes,
Upper
sir.
CC?
I was the one that talked to Miss Kayla when she had the accident.
Yeah,
And like I told her, you know, cause she was talking about the overlay. The overlay is a process. You know, our department, we don't make that determine. You know, you all select the priority roads that you want overlay. But like I say, we was gonna try to do what we can. Even with the patch truck. Patching is a temporary fix, it's not a solution. You know, but if it's decided, you know, I don't know, maybe, we may have to give up some roads in the district and focus on one road.
Yeah.
You know.
We talked about that also.
Right, you know, in order to fix Gilead Road, cause Gilead Road needs a total redo. You know, the foundation is bad.
can I ask you, once it dries up, that you can go out to the Upper CC and address that hole?
Yes, sir.
I know you can't put anything in it because it's wet right now, but we've talked about it for a long time since Miss Gwen was still here.
That's
It's
true.
been discussed.
But at this point in time, I can put it on the work order, but I'm gonna have to prioritize because, like I say, 63 is giving us material that may take us 2 weeks to collect.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's not that I'm neglecting Miss Kayla. It's just, at the same time, you know, I have to distinguish, you know, because they're waiting on us.
Yes, sir, I understand.
And we only have 2 trucks.
I understand.
So we have to get as much material as they're giving us at that time. You know, it's free. It's not costing us anything to help us with drainage and culverts. Oh, and Old Liberty North, I mean, we do grade it. Sometimes we tight blade it, depends on the weather. And that spot that you're talking about, it has a one call for the culvert. We just never got a chance to install that one there.
And you can't put the grader blades in the ditch anymore because all the utilities is running through the ditch now.
Right,
You
and they're
can't pull
not,
the
and
ditch
they're
up
not
the
deep,
road.
so like we're running the 2 trucks. I have the other one running the main routes through the towns and the other one trying to clean up the parish roads, just as well as we try to have the graders to sweep the side of the road and have the trash truck come behind them and pick them up, you know, but we're doing what we can.
We're rural parish.
And for the record, you will pull the graders out of rotation when they're in somebody's district in order to help all these other
Well,
people
at the
who are
same
having
at the
lots of
same
problems.
time, at the same time, I had to prioritize. We had a lot of washed out roads, so
Well,
yes,
you
ma'am.
made good
I pulled them out of your
choices.
district to disperse them to where they was needed.
Right.
I mean, as soon as they finish the repairs, then they'll go back to their regular. They'll go back to their regular
I'm not
rotation.
complaining.
No,
I'm
ma'am,
just
no,
saying
ma'am,
you make-
no, ma'am, you
You
good.
make wise choices.
I tried to.
To help the different districts.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any more comments? If not, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All in favor?
Ah.